We lost a member of the Fox 19 family last night. You didn't get to see him on TV, but Brad Hawley was a big player behind the scenes. He wrote stories for our website. He shot video for our newscasts. He basically did it all. He was a friend to everyone around here. And after a 10-month battle with cancer, Brad passed away last night at 25 years old, and actually 20 minutes from his 26th birthday. Brad was a spark of positivity, always had a smile. His girlfriend, Katie Ackerman, told us what she's going to miss most about him.
One thing I really missed was hugging Brad, because he had a way, and we just fit really perfectly together. And I think I'll miss that very much, but I will just miss his attitude and his advice.
Our sincere, deepest sympathies to Katie and Brad's family. We all love Brad. We did, and we're going to miss him. Kind of puts in priority your little problems of the day when you're 25 years old, and he was so positive fighting.
And when you get to my age, you've worked with many, many young people, and he was probably the most positive of the positive that I've worked with. It was always a joy to work with him, no matter how bad the day was. Brad made it brighter. I'm
writing a story, so I hope you watch it tonight at 10. A little bit more about him, because he was a good kid. He really was.
And my sympathies to his family and all his loved ones. It's
terrible day. So. Okay. Today is Brad Hawley's 26th birthday. He was part of our Fox 19 family. He wrote a bunch of the stories that you read on our website, or you might have seen him running camera at your kids' ball games. We lost him last night, but we like to think that he's celebrating his birthday in heaven and looking down on us with that smile on his face. He never got to be a husband to Katie, never got to be a dad, never got to live out his dream and grow old and have kids and grandkids. He never got to be a sports anchor. He never made it to 26. He was just a few minutes short. But he did have an impact on people. Brad Hawley had a way about him, always smiling, always rooting for the hometown teams who rooted back for him. A hard worker, even when he was running a camera on the sidelines and got plowed. He was always positive, a guy everyone wanted on their team, a guy no one will forget.
I wish everyone could know Brad, because I think he just has this special way of dealing with everything, with dealing with the hardest things you could be handed in life. No bad days was the way that he proceeded through all of this, having cancer and getting this horrible bone marrow transplant.
Katie and Brad were going to be married one day, but cancer got in the way. Brad had a spot on his stomach and was diagnosed with leukemia July 1 of last year. He underwent chemo, radiation, scans, biopsies, a bone marrow transplant. You name it, he did it. In fact, March 27th, he was cancer-free, and we all celebrated it. But it was short-lived. Another spot, more radiation, chemo, infections, medicine.
He always knew that if something needed to be done, no matter how it was going to feel or how it was going to make him feel later, he wanted it because he wanted to just live a long and happy life. He always said that he wanted to live till he was, 80, 85 with kids and grandkids and married, all of that. And he saw that, and that's all he was going for.
A couple of days ago, family decided to keep him comfortable. He was going to lose the fight.
Last night we knew it was most likely going to happen. So it was last night at 11:20 that he passed. But he was very peaceful and very comfortable, and that was the most important. And we think he had a very nice transition, and that he wasn't scared, and he was ready.
Brad's motto was, no bad days. If you would have talked to him during this, sure, you would have noticed the hair was gone, but he wouldn't have even told you he was sick. He loved life, loved his family, loved his friends, and we loved him back. You'll be missed, Brad, and we will remember you, and no bad days. Here's the visitation and funeral information. It's also on our website, and the family says everyone is welcome. It's hard to follow it up with anything.
So we sent it over to weather.
You know what? We said we weren't going to talk about it because we don't want to cry anymore. Right. But I tell you what, that is hard to write a story about someone that you care about. And Derek edited that story, and he loved Brad. And Derek, you did a nice job. But
Yeah.
all of us here, too, his friends and family and girlfriend, everybody, you know, we're so sorry, and we're thinking of you, and we're praying for you.
I think I saw his girlfriend as I was coming into the building, and I think his mother, and it seems like they were working harder to make sure I felt better.
I know, I know.
You know what I mean?
Bless their hearts.
Yeah, it's tough.
When you're
He missed.
25, you shouldn't.
Yeah, it's too early.
You should have a lot more
right.
time left.
Really.
Have a nice night.